We're also here to celebrate Sustainable House Day. That should be a national, not a national, but a national holiday, right? But it falls on the Sunday, so sorry guys, you can't get off. For Sustainable House Day, it's all about promoting good ideas and also showing people what's possible, and this is what we want to do with tonight. So we saw an opportunity to be able to show some of the houses all together, so you guys kind of get the download of information all in one night, and also maybe if you guys were thinking about going out on Sunday, you might be able to see the one you want to check out the most, for that matter. So that is this Sunday on the 13th of September. Make sure you register online to be able to get the addresses to where you need to go. So a little bit about Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha is really a rapid fire sort of way of communicating ideas. So we're really putting all of our presenters up to a big challenge today, because they got 20 slides and they got 20 seconds for every slide, and these slides don't stop, right? So I know I'm trying to mount pressure on them, but they'll be okay. But the really big thing about this whole thing is you got to be supportive of what they're saying as well. So even though it's going to be quick and to the point, they're going to give us some really good juice, and we hope you leave today inspired or wanting to do more in the realm of sustainability, especially in the residential sector. All right, enough of that, of me talking and boring you with my accent. Now we're getting to people that really know how to do things around town. So I would like to actually hit the lights again as I invite Bohdan Dorniak up to the stage. So Bohdan is an architect, and his practice was established in the 1989, and since then has been a architectural practice designing buildings that are sensitive to the environment and are energy efficient. And looking forward to the different projects he'll be talking about, especially the Peacock House, which will be open this Sunday. So welcome, Bohdan.
Thanks, Ken. I want to acknowledge that we are on Ghana land. Also, I want to acknowledge that this is a great event. So it is really great. Okay, I won't talk about myself because there's no point about that. I wanted to really talk about the clients, what we try to do, and how we went about doing it. So the clients are a family of 5. They run a business called Solar Quotes, and they moved from New South Wales to Adelaide about 2008. And they decided that they wanted to live close to some transport, and so they found a place, and close to the sea, so they found a place near South Brighton, so close to the railway line, which had a certain issue, and also so on. So the house, as you can see, was a solid brick house, 1960s, timber floors, awful windows, and also pretty awful type of roof with concrete tiles, and also a fantastic vine that was sitting there. And that's what was one of our design briefs, was to keep that. So of course the house came down. As you can see on the top left-hand corner, we kept the Jarrah floor, because that was really beautiful, little narrow Jarrah floor, and we demolished the rest. There was nothing else to salvage. Under most verandas, you'll find that the builder dumps all his rubbish, then puts the veranda over it, and that's what we found. We built a concrete slab. It is high embodied energy, however, it's also got high thermal mass. So we went for a concrete slab, no heating inside the slab. We thought that that wasn't going to be the way to go. So the client said we want a small footprint, and it was a small block of land. It was under 600 square metres. I worked it out, it was about 570. So we did a 2-storey design, and we used timber, and we used recycled bricks. So you can see there that we also used a high beam, which is kind of like an I-beam made out of timber. So it's a plywood sort of middle bit, and also little bits. You'll see up there that there's some of that there. Insulation, we believe in insulation. So we put insulation under the roof itself, the sheeting, and also at the ceiling level, and we also insulated the walls. Of course, straw bale's got high levels of insulation, around about 6+, some say about 9. That's just a photograph showing the walls being built. So as I think we heard earlier from Mr. Morris, that you need to compress the walls so that the bales don't move around once they're rendered. We used timber frame windows and some e-glass and some double glazing. It was built by a builder. House of Bales again did the straw bale walls, which, I mean, they do a fantastic job. And the builder worked really well. So we had to coordinate, as architects, we did the contract administration, so we did the full project supervision and so on. And we coordinated the bits and pieces. There were all sorts of interesting junctions between materials, and we worked through getting those details right. So you can probably see on the very right-hand side, that's radially sawn timber. There should be a slide coming up showing that it's that it came from. There it is. So that's the log on the right-hand side. The builder kind of chops the two end bits and then just peels the cladding off, and then he laid it out to dry. So the outside was pretty dry, but the inside was fairly wet. So you can see the little log down the bottom there with the radial going in. Straw bale is kind of like a really soft wall material. It's very good, not only from thermal point of view, but also from the acoustic point of view. And you can mould it. You know, you can cut it, chop it, build little things, put little dragons on the walls, etc. So the clients in their bedroom decided to have little bookshelves. This is the photograph of the kitchen with on the right-hand side you can see the recycled jarrah. So they reused the recycled jarrah for some of the walls. Some of the cupboard doors, etc. The house itself was just heated by a small heater. That's a more jarrah by a heater, and then they had a big ass fan that they had in one of the rooms. So that's the main part of the ventilation of the house and the cooling of the house and the heating of the house. And they've never ever asked for an air conditioner in the house. So that's quite pleasing. The recycled bricks sort of came out really good in the sense that they gave the thermal mass, and we tried to use low embodied energy material. And straw bale, of course, is something which is a byproduct of the farming industry. So that's how we kind of decided to use straw bale with the radially sawn timber, which means that you're using low embodied materials, and you sort of, I guess it's getting to a carbon zero carbon sort of point of view. That's just the back of the house. If you go there, you'll see that it looks a bit nicer than that now. The clients also like the idea of recycled posts. So that one there is like a white anted bit of timber. It's not structural, but it's kind of a nice feature as you come into the front door. We use the circular window as a bit of a marine theme since it's in South Brighton, and it's kind of a nice feel. There you see the vine that was kept. The builder was really good. He used to water the vine every couple of days to make sure it didn't die, and he chopped it back. He came from a background that he knew gardening, so we kept this old pergola and the vine going for a fairly long time. In terms of energy use, the client has about 6 kilowatt microprocessor, and in the last bill, I think it was about $33. He runs his own home office from there and also has a sauna. So that's kind of the view from the street. It kind of is a bit different to the house next door. You know, they wondered why we didn't use tiles, and we just thought it wasn't a good idea. So that's basically the house, and all I can say is, you know, energy efficiency is out there, and a lot of clients don't seem to. The clients that we have want to see energy efficient housing. Unfortunately, the builders that are out there seem to try and get their 6-star rating by putting a few solar panels on the roof and stuff like that, which we really despise. So I'm glad you're here, because I hope that I can share with you some of this kind of simple solar passive thermal mass design, etc. And hope to see you at Brighton. Thank you.